Welcome to this explainer strategy session. Today, we're basically stepping into the shoes of a digital marketing consultant, and we are advising a specialized dog trainer. We're going to outline a highly targeted digital acquisition blueprint tailored specifically for a high-end dog training business operating right in the Bay Area. You know, if you have unique credentials, like being a former humane officer with specialized bite training and service dog education, your marketing just cannot look like everyone else's. So let's dive right into this and look at how we can stop blending in and start absolutely dominating.
As your consultant, I've structured this action plan into 5 modular pillars. We're going to hit the Bay Area market vacuum, geographic hub-and-spoke architecture, divisional customer acquisition strategies, dominating local map packs, and finally, your modular action plan. Let's get to it.
Starting right off with Section 1, the Bay Area market vacuum.
See, a unified marketing message totally fails here. Why? Because the psychological profile of the anxious San Francisco apartment owner is completely opposite to the aspirational Marin County trail hiker. The SF owner is dealing with intense, high-density urban triggers, serious leash reactivity, and maybe even legal liability. But the Marin owner? They just want reliable off-leash control for those expansive trails and local municipal compliance. They're searching for entirely different things. It's literally night and day.
And because most competitors either avoid reactive dogs altogether or use really polarizing methods, a massive market vacuum exists. Generalist sites just totally fail to capture these trauma-informed interventions. So we must heavily contrast the psychology of these two markets. You have to validate your trauma-informed, safety-oriented expertise. If you don't, you're going to keep losing high-ticket clients to generic, run-of-the-mill competitors.
All right, moving right along to Section 2, geographic hub-and-spoke architecture.
To dominate this space without triggering those pesky duplicate content penalties from search engines, we use what's called a silo architecture. We start with a top-level split. This means establishing dedicated service area pages, or SAPs. For San Francisco, your primary landing page is entirely focused on urban friction. It targets generative engine optimization or geo queries like how to stop leash reactivity in a dense urban environment. Now contrast that with the Marin County Hub, which targets AI overviews for things like how to achieve reliable voice control for dogs on Marin trails. That's 2 totally distinct hubs for 2 totally distinct search intents.
You're going to drive that highly profitable bottom-of-funnel traffic by drilling down into hyper-local compliance issues. For example, in SF, you can intercept high-urgency traffic with a page dedicated entirely to SFPD Form 584 protocols and vicious dog hearings. This aligns perfectly with your Paw and Order Law Series principles. And for Marin, you target town-specific pages, like Tiburon off-leash and pack limit laws. Your digital footprint absolutely must separate the intense friction of the city from the open space freedom of the suburbs. Structuring your content this way ensures you become the definitive AI-cited authority on these really complex local issues.
Okay, Section 3, divisional customer acquisition strategies. Let's break this down.
We're going to segment your business into 4 strategic slices to capture users at literally every single stage of the search funnel. We've got Puppy Foundation for that low barrier entry, private behavior modification for high urgency trauma recovery, specialized service dog education, and finally, those immersive board and train programs.
Let's look at the supporting articles, or spokes, for your first 2 pillars. Under Puppy Foundation, you're targeting high-volume searches with content on the first 12 weeks for urban socialization and building crate training ecosystems to prevent isolation distress. Then, under Private Behavior Modification, you tackle the severe behavioral pathologies. Your content covers things like deconstructing resource guarding, separation anxiety triage, and explaining exactly why traditional punishment fails reactive dogs and the anatomy of a leash barrier. You're essentially guiding owners safely from panic to structured rehabilitation using your trauma-informed framework.
Now, for your high-ticket niche authority pillars like service dog education and board and train, the content strategy has to shift. Here, you have to overcome profound trust barriers. You'll do this by emphasizing your verifiable credentials and ADA compliance, exposing fraudulent certification schemes, and detailing the genetic traits required for public access work. For the Marion Board and Train Division, the focus is squarely on high-distraction environment resets. The crucial takeaway here is that this specialized segmentation intercepts the exact queries your competitors are completely missing. By breaking down your services into these distinct operational divisions, you're capturing clients at every single stage. From a brand new puppy owner to someone facing a severe behavioral crisis, you firmly position yourself as the premier, high-end behavioral solution. Which brings us to Section 4, dominating local map packs.
Timing is literally everything when it comes to reviews. You must systematically capture client testimonials at the exact moment of their highest emotional relief. Think about it. When a highly reactive dog successfully passes another dog on the street without exploding, that is the breakthrough session. Immediately following that peak moment, you trigger an automated SMS or email review request.
But you don't want just any generic review. You need localized, keyword-rich reviews. Now, obviously, you can't script your clients, but by using this exact 3-question prompt in your review template, you gently guide their narrative. You naturally elicit the geographic and service-specific keywords that search engines absolutely crave, and you do it without sounding forced at all.
To further signal local relevance to those search crawlers, you'll reinforce this whole pipeline with visual proof. You've got to consistently upload real-time, geotag training photos directly to your corresponding Google Business profile. Showing a successful recall session at McLaren Park in SF or out on a trail in Novato proves to the algorithm and to your potential clients that you are active and highly relevant in those specific areas.
Finally, let's wrap this up with Section 5, your modular action plan.
Here it is in 4 steps. Step 1, launch your dual service area pages for SF and Marin, ensuring there is absolutely zero overlapping text to prevent doorway page penalization. Step 2, deploy your legal intent capture content. Go publish that high-authority guide on SF vicious dog hearings to grab that high-urgency traffic. Step 3, format all your content headers with direct, long-tail conversational questions to optimize for AI overviews and voice search. And Step 4, connect your CRM directly to that automated review pipeline we just went over.
Throughout all of these steps, remember to embed your proprietary methodology, like the Bay Canine Success Framework, directly into the digital copy. Integrating this establishes methodological transparency, it builds incredible trust, and it clearly shows owners that you have a structured path from their current state of distress to full rehabilitation.
I want to leave you with this handler self-check. Ask yourself this final question right now. Is your digital copy actually validating the handler's emotional stress and cognitive load, or are you just blending into the generalist market? Think about that, because the moment your online presence matches the true depth of your trauma-informed expertise, you aren't just going to compete in the Bay Area market. You are going to completely own it.